Have you ever pondered over the ethical implications of using animals in medical research? Delve with us into the intricate world of medical research, a realm where the pursuit of knowledge, the quest for cures, and the desire to understand the mysteries of life intertwine. In this domain, animals often play a pivotal role, serving as subjects in experiments that push the boundaries of our understanding. From the discovery of insulin to the development of vaccines, the use of animals in medical research has been instrumental in realizing some of the most significant breakthroughs in modern medicine. Yet, this practice is not without controversy. It finds itself at the heart of an ongoing ethical debate, a tug-of-war between the advancements of science and the rights of animals. In this video, we will delve into both sides of this complex issue. We will explore the benefits and the ethical concerns, the regulations in place, and the public opinion. So buckle up as we navigate these uncharted waters together. It's undeniable that animals have played a significant role in many medical advancements. Animals have been the unsung heroes in our quest for understanding the complexities of various diseases and potential treatments. Consider, for instance, the development of vaccines. Without animal testing, we would not have been able to develop life-saving vaccines for diseases like polio, measles, and rabies. In these cases, animal models were critical in understanding how these diseases functioned and in testing the efficacy and safety of potential vaccines before they were administered to humans. Let's also think about the realm of chronic diseases. The use of animals in research has led to significant advancements in understanding and treating conditions like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. For instance, the use of mice in cancer research has helped us understand the genetic and environmental factors that influence cancer growth and spread. This has been pivotal in developing treatments that specifically target these factors. Then there's the field of neuroscience. Animal models, especially rodents, have been instrumental in building our understanding of brain function and neurological disorders. The use of these models has helped us make strides in understanding conditions like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and multiple sclerosis, leading to the development of medications that can help manage these conditions. In fact, every medical breakthrough in the last century has involved the use of animals in some capacity. This is because animals share many physiological and genetic similarities with humans, making them invaluable models for understanding disease processes and testing potential treatments. However, it's important to note that the use of animals in research isn't taken lightly. It's a necessity born out of our current scientific limitations. While alternative methods like in vitro testing and computer modeling are used where possible, they can't fully replicate the complexities of a living organism. Thus, animal testing remains an integral part of medical research. While these benefits are apparent, there are ethical concerns that we must address. While the benefits are clear, what about the ethical side of things? Is it right to use animals for our benefit? This is the question that has sparked countless debates worldwide. It's a question that forces us to grapple with the moral implications of our actions and the value we place on life, be it human or animal. At the heart of the ethical concerns is the argument that animals, much like humans, possess inherent rights. These rights, proponents argue, are violated when animals are subjected to medical testing. They assert that causing animals to suffer, even for the noble cause of advancing human health, infringes on these rights. This perspective compels us to consider the pain and distress that animals might experience during medical research. Yet it's crucial to remember that the goal of medical research is to alleviate suffering and enhance the quality of life. If animals were to suffer in the process, the question becomes, do the ends justify the means? It's a tough question with no easy answers. But what if we could find alternatives to animal testing? This is an area that has seen significant advancements in recent years. Scientists are now exploring alternative methods that could potentially replace animal testing. For instance, computer simulations and in vitro testing using human cells and tissues are increasingly being used in drug development and toxicity testing. Then there are also human-based microdosing, organs on chips, and 3D bioprinting, among other alternatives currently being researched. These alternatives not only have the potential to reduce animal testing, but also to provide more accurate and reliable results since they use human cells and tissues. However, it's important to note that these alternatives are still in the developmental stages, and cannot yet replace all forms of animal testing. Consequently, the ethical dilemma remains until these alternatives are fully developed and validated. Is it acceptable to use animals in medical research? So we see that there are valid concerns that challenge the ethics of animal testing. This is not a black and white issue, but rather a delicate balance of scientific progress, human health, and animal welfare. Given these ethical concerns, what regulations exist to protect animals in medical research, you might ask? Well, nations around the globe have recognized the need for ethical treatment of animals in medical research and have put forth various regulations and guidelines. These are designed to ensure that animals are handled with care, dignity, and respect. In the United States, for instance, the Animal Welfare Act and the Health Research Extension Act provide strict oversight of animal research. These laws mandate regular inspections, proper veterinary care, and the use of pain-relieving measures whenever possible. Over in Europe, the European Union has laid down Directive 2010/63/EU, which emphasizes that animals should only be used in research when there are no viable alternatives. In India, the Committee for the Purpose of Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animals oversees the ethical use and treatment of animals in research, ensuring that animals' rights are respected and their suffering is minimized. But it's not just about the laws. Many researchers across the world follow the 3Rs principle: replacement, reduction, and refinement. These guiding principles aim to replace animals with alternative methods whenever possible, reduce the number of animals used in research, and refine experimental procedures to minimize animal suffering. Replacement is all about finding alternatives to animal testing. This could be in vitro testing, computer modeling, or the use of lower organisms. Reduction involves using fewer animals without compromising the statistical validity of the results. This can be achieved through better experimental design and more sophisticated statistical analyses. Refinement means enhancing animal welfare and reducing the severity of procedures applied to animals. This could involve better housing and husbandry or using less invasive techniques. These regulations and guidelines, along with the 3Rs principle, provide a framework for scientists to conduct research in a way that respects and protects animals. They are a testament to our collective recognition of animals' inherent value and our responsibility towards them. These regulations ensure that animals are treated as ethically as possible. But does this justify their use in medical research? What does the general public think about this? And where do we stand? The answers to these questions are as diverse as our global community itself. On one side, there are those who argue that animal testing is a necessary evil, a means to an end. They point to the countless medical breakthroughs and advancements that have been made possible through animal testing. These advocates often stress the importance of the greater good, citing the potential to save millions of human lives. They argue that while the ethical considerations are important, they must be balanced against the immense benefits that animal testing can provide. On the other side of the debate, there are those who staunchly oppose animal testing on ethical grounds. They contend that animals have rights and that it is fundamentally wrong to subject them to suffering for our benefit. These critics argue that there are alternatives to animal testing, such as in vitro testing or computer simulations, which can provide the same results without causing harm to living creatures. So, where do we stand? Well, it's clear that a balanced approach is needed. Yes, animal testing has led to some significant medical advancements, but we also cannot ignore the ethical implications of causing harm to animals. It's not about choosing one side over the other, it's about finding a middle ground, a place where we can leverage the benefits of animal testing, while also respecting and protecting animal rights. This could involve stricter regulations, better oversight of testing facilities, and increased funding for the development of alternatives to animal testing. In conclusion, the use of animals in medical research is a complex issue that requires careful consideration. It's not black and white, but rather a spectrum of grays. And while it's important to push for progress and innovation in medical research, we must also ensure that we're doing so in a way that respects the rights and welfare of animals. It's clear that this is a complex issue, with valid arguments on both sides. Now, we would love to hear your thoughts on this matter. Every viewpoint adds a new facet to our understanding of the world, and your perspective on the ethical implications of using animals in medical research is no exception. Do you believe that the potential benefits to human health outweigh the moral concerns? Or perhaps you feel that the rights of these animals should be respected above all else? This isn't a black and white issue, and that's what makes it so intriguing. It's a complex tapestry, woven with threads of science, ethics, and empathy. We're looking forward to seeing your unique threads added to the intricate design. So, let's get the conversation going. Share your thoughts, your beliefs, your questions, engage with each other, respect differing opinions, and let's cultivate a community where we can learn from one another. Remember, your voice matters. Let's foster a conversation that can lead to a better understanding of this complex issue.